Sylvia Saber with OpTv Global Headlines. Starting with the top international stories for the day. The US military has taken responsibility for unintentionally killing 23 civilians in foreign war zones in 2020, which is far below figures compiled by NGOs. The tally included civilian fatalities in operations in Iraq, Afghanistan, Somalia, Yemen, and Nigeria, according to the Pentagon report. US President Joe Biden said that he is looking at possible retaliation after the White House linked Russia to a cyber attack against global meat processing giant JBS. Mr. Biden also said that he doesn't consider if Putin is testing him ahead of their summit. US former President Donald Trump's communications platform has been permanently shut down, as per his spokesperson. It was just auxiliary to the broader efforts we have and are working on, senior aide Jason Miller said. Officials from the United Nations and Red Cross have visited the besieged Gaza Strip to review the destruction from Israel's 11-day bombardment. The World Health Organization warned of staggering health needs across the occupied Palestinian territory, saying the conflict sparked further population displacement and exacerbated a prolonged humanitarian crisis. Over 77,000 people were internally displaced and around 30 health facilities have been damaged, it said. Israel has elected the labor veteran Isaac Herzog as its 11th president. Herzog is a former head of the Israel's Labor Party and opposition leader who unsuccessfully ran against Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in the 2013 parliamentary elections. Iran's President Hassan Rouhani said a breakthrough in talks in Vienna to revive a nuclear deal before he leaves office in August required a will beyond his power. The final decision regarding the ongoing Vienna negotiation rests with the Islamic Republic's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Up next, we have the national updates. A Pakistan Army soldier was martyred after a landmine exploded close to an army checkpost in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, South Waziristan. The martyred soldier was identified as Lance Naik Waqas Ahmed, the Inter-Services Public Relations said in a statement. Chief of the Naval Staff Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi on Wednesday paid rich tribute to the sacrifices rendered by the armed forces in defense of the country. During his visit to the Command and Staff College, Quetta, Admiral Niazi said that jointness was central to the modern concept of military operations, as no force could achieve success in today's warfare single-handedly. Prime Minister Imran Khan stressed the need to improve defense ties with Tajikistan. The two countries signed memorandums of understanding for cooperation in various sectors, including the sale of Pakistan-manufactured arms to the Central Asian country. President Arif Alvi on Wednesday urged religious scholars to ask people to get themselves vaccinated during Friday prayer's sermon. The president also said ulama have also expressed satisfaction over the vaccines being inoculated in the country. PTI members who are supporters of Jahangir Khan Tareen have warned that the government could lose its majority if they pull back support to it. Senior Punjab Assembly legislator Saeed Nivani spoke about a case against MPA Nazir Chauhan on the complaint of PM's advisor Shehzad Akbar and demanded immediate quashing of the case registered against Chauhan. An accountability court in Lahore has extended the judicial remand of Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz lawmaker Khwaja Asif in assets beyond income case. The anti-graft watchdog accused that a bank peon in Lahore had submitted over Rs 28 million to the bank account of Khwaja Asif. People of Pakistan are not getting food due to insufficient income and increasing inflation. Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz president and opposition leader in National Assembly Shehbaz Sharif criticizes the government. He adds that the government of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf is unaware of the economy and nation's problems. Up next, we have the health updates. US Food and Drug Administration calls for vaccine scrutiny and has asked Johnson & Johnson and AstraZeneca to assess any potential health risks from minor cross-contamination of their COVID-19 vaccines. The positivity ratio of coronavirus stands at 3.93%, making it the 10th consecutive day in Pakistan when the country reported less than 5% positivity rate. while the coronavirus death tally surpassed the 21,000 marks after 92 fatalities were reported. Pakistan starts rolling out locally produced CanSino vaccine amid a decline in fatalities and infections from the global pandemic. The development comes weeks after China supplied its CanSino vaccine in bulk in a concentrated form for filling and packaging in Pakistan. Up next, we have the sports updates. Pakistan's national team captain Babar Azam maintains the #1 spot in International Cricket Council's new one-day international player rankings, while New Zealand's Trent Boult is at #1 spot in bowling. Social media lavishes praise on former Pakistan captain and the king of swing Wasim Akram as he turns 55 today. The ICC paid tribute to Akram by sharing a video of his match-winning bowling from the 1992 World Cup final. Pakistan's #1 badminton player Mahnoor Shehzad will be representing Pakistan in the upcoming Tokyo Olympics. The Pakistan Olympic Association and Pakistan Badminton Federation congratulated Shehzad on making it to the Olympics and said that she is Pakistan's #1 badminton player and is rapidly improving her world rankings. Serena Williams has survived a French Open scar to extend her latest bid for an elusive 24th Grand Slam singles title with a 3-set victory over Mihaela Buzarnescu, while men's 5th seed Stefanos Tsitsipas and world number 2 Daniil Medvedev also reached the 3rd round. Up next, we have the entertainment updates. Pakistan fashion designer Maria B has questioned why designers from across the border are being allowed to shoot their campaigns in Pakistan while Pakistani artists remain banned from working in India. Maria has questioned Prime Minister Imran Khan's directives on the Kashmir crisis as well. Pakistan's super hit drama Zindagi Gulzar Hai will make a return to Indian television. The romantic show written by Umaira Ahmed and starred Fawad Khan and Sanam Saeed in lead roles. Now the drama will be shown on Zee TV at the request of the viewers. The dress that Princess Diana wore on her wedding day 40 years ago is going on display at her former Kensington Palace home. The Dukes of Cambridge and Sussex have loaned the dress to the exhibition, which begins a month before Diana would have turned 60. US director and actor Jodie Foster will receive the honorary Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival in recognition of her artistic career achievement. This year's Cannes Film Festival runs 6th to 17th of July. Up next, we have the business updates. The pandemic has pushed over 100 million more workers into poverty, and at least 220 million people are expected to remain unemployed globally this year, according to the UN report. The UN's International Labour Organization warned that the planet would be 75 million jobs short at the end of this year, and it would still count 23 million fewer jobs by the end of next year. Pakistan's inflation rate eased to 10.9% in May as compared to 11.2% in April. In urban areas, food inflation comes down from 2.7% in April to 1.1% in May. Similarly, in rural areas, food inflation dropped from average of 14.1% in April to 12.8% in May. Up next, we have the updates on science and technology. NASA is returning to sizzling Venus after decades of exploring other worlds. The space agency's new administrator announced 2 new robotic missions to the solar system's hottest planet. One mission named Da Vinci Plus will analyze the thick, cloudy Venusian atmosphere, and the other mission called Veritas will seek a geological history by mapping the rocky planet's surface. Nearly 200 Facebook employees have signed a letter urging the company's executives to address concerns that pro-Palestine voices on the social media site are being suppressed by content moderation systems. The Facebook employees are also calling on management to order a third-party audit of enforcement actions around Arab and Muslim content. That's all from this bulletin. For more updates, do stay with us and keep watching OpTv Global.